we continue reading Dreams and Psychic Energy. Dreams and Psychic Energy. We read about the general aspects of dream psychology. And I believe we were on this page. Carl Jung continues, he says, "It is to this characteristic that dreams owe the vulgar epithet meaningless. But before pronouncing this verdict, we should remember the dream and its context is something that we do not understand. With such a verdict, therefore, we would merely be projecting our own lack of understanding upon the object. But that would not prevent dreams from having an inherent meaning of their own, apart from the efforts that have been made for centuries to extract a prophetic meaning from the dreams. Freud's discoveries are the first successful attempt in practice to find their real significance. And I believe I do have a little bit of reverb, but I'm even going to turn that off. And I'm going to turn the background noise all the way down. Hey, Demon Chicken. Hello. Good to see you. His work merits the term scientific because he has evolved a technique which not only he but many other investigators assert achieve its object, namely the understanding of the meaning of the dream. This meaning is not identical with the fragmentary meanings suggested by the manifest dream content. This is not the place for a critical discussion of Freud's psychology of dreams. No. I shall try rather to give a brief summary of what may be regarded as more or less established facts of dream psychology today. The first question we must discuss is, what is our justification for attributing to dreams any other significance than the unsatisfying, fragmentary meaning suggested by the manifest dream content? One especially cognate argument in this respect is the fact that Freud discovered the hidden meaning of dreams empirically and not deductively. A further argument in favor of a possible hidden meaning is obtained by comparing dream fantasies with other fantasies of the waking state in one and the same individual. It is not difficult to see that waking fantasies have not merely a superficial, consecratic meaning, but also a deeper psychological meaning. There is a very old and widespread type of fantastic story, of which Aesop's fables are typically examples, that provides a very good illustration of what may be said about the meaning of fantasies in general. For instance, a fantastic tale is told about the doings of a lion and an ass. Taken superficially and concretely, the tale is an impossible phantasm, but the hidden moral meaning is obvious to anyone who reflects upon it. It is characteristic that children are pleased and satisfied with the exoteric meaning of the fable. But by far the best argument for the existence of a hidden meaning in dreams is obtained by conscientiously applying the technical procedure for breaking down the manifest dream content. This brings us to our second main point, the question of analytic procedure. Here again I desire neither to defend nor to criticize Freud's views and discoveries, but shall confine myself to what seemed to me to be firmly established facts. Firmly established facts. Lily says she loves this. Good. If we start from the fact that this dream is, wait for it. If we start from the fact that a dream is a psychotic product, we have not the least reason to suppose that its constitution and function obey laws and purposes other than those applicable to any other psychic product. In accordance with the maxim, principles are not to be multiplied beyond the necessary. We have to treat the dream analytically, just like any other psychic product, until experiences teach us a better way. We know that every psychic structure, regarded from the casual standpoint, is the result of antecedent psychic content. We know, furthermore, that every psychic structure, regarded from the final standpoint, has its own particular meaning and purpose in the actual psychic process. This criterion must also be applied to dreams. When, therefore, we seek a psychological explanation of a dream, we must first know that were the preceding experiences out of which it is composed. We must trace the antecedents of every element in the dream picture. Let me give an example. Someone dreams that he is walking down a street. Suddenly, a child crosses in front of him and is run over by a car. We reduce the dream picture to its antecedents with the help of the dreamer's recollections. He recognizes the street as one down which he had walked on the previous day. The child he recognizes as his brother's child. whom he had seen on the previous evening when visiting his brother. The car accident reminds him of an accident that had actually occurred a few days before, but of which he had only read in a paper. As we know, most people are satisfied with a reduction of this kind. Aha, they say. That's why I had this dream. Obviously, this reduction is quite unsatisfying from the scientific point of view. The dreamer had walked down many streets on the previous day. Why was this particular one selected? He had read about several accidents. Why did he select just this one? The discovery of a single antecedent is by no means sufficient for a plausible determination of the dream image's results only from the competition of several causes. The collection of additional materials proceeds according to the same principle of recollection, which has also been called to the method of free association. The result, as can readily be understood, is an accumulation of very diverse and largely heterogeneous material, having apparently nothing in common but the fact of its relevant associative connection with the dream content. Otherwise it could never have been reproduced by means of this content. And they all lived happily ever after. The end. Wasn't that a pleasant story?